Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Roland of Rare Kindling, and today I'll be doing an unboxing video of the Magickal Spellcards by Lucy Cavendish. So the Magickal Spellcards are basically cards that contain different spells and rituals that you could do, and it also includes a guidebook where there's a more in-depth description of the spells that are written in the cards. So these were created by Lucy Cavendish. She's also the author of a couple of other cards, like the Faery Forest, Faerytale Oracle, Oracle of Dragonfae, and a lot more. I'll list them in the description box below. So on the box, you can see that it says Craft, Cast, Activate, and Empower. This was made by Blue Angel Publishing, by the way. So let's take a look at the back. So it says, Sacred Keys to Effective Casting and Crafting. These spells are enchanted, loving exercises, sacred prayers in action to guide, support, and activate your innate magical powers. The result can be a more authentic, prosperous, and blissful life. Respected witch and international best-selling author Lucy Cavendish has cast and crafted magical spells for over 30 years. Now, in this classic deck, she shares some of her most effective and trusted spells. So, from my understanding, this is already a revision of a previous deck that she's made. I think it was also called Magickal Spellcards. Anyway, this tried and tested collection will support you in attracting a soulmate, enhancing intuition, creating abundance, improving health, letting go gracefully, enjoying career success, and manifesting loving relationships and friendships. Each spell is sacred and purposeful, harnessing the energy of love and light, always for the highest good of all of our planet. Allow these life-changing spells to bring love and healing magic into your life, as well as the lives of those you love. This deck includes 45 magical spell cards and an in-depth, easy-to-understand guidebook on spellcasting, moon phases, magical correspondences, and fascinating background information for each spell. Also, if you're wondering where I got these cards, I purchased them from the Whimsical Arcane. I'll link their description down below. So let's take a look at the cards inside. So there's just some protective paper on top of them. And let me just put this aside. So the first thing that you will see is the guidebook. It has the same information that's written on the back of the box. So when you open it up, you will see the table of contents. So you have a guide for the spells and rituals that are written in the book. I won't read too much into this. I'll just breeze through the pages just to give you a preview. So it does give instructions and guidelines on casting spells and how to prepare yourself for casting them. There's also instructions on candle magic. There's also a list of essential oils. So if you're into using essential oils for your spell casting, this is really good. So here we have, you can see a picture of the card. So it corresponds to a card that's in here. This one's Prosperity. So this is the detailed instructions and guidelines on how to do the Prosperity spell. So what I'm seeing from this is probably you shuffle the cards and then you pick one, and then the card that you get, you look at the corresponding page in the guidebook so that you can perform it for yourself. So I think this is very beginner friendly if you're new to spell casting and magic work, because it's pretty straightforward. You're given the history of the spell, how it's cast, and from my understanding, is that this is already a revised version, because the first version included too many complex techniques that weren't really practical for beginners. So this one was modified so that it would be more beginner friendly. So let's take a look at the actual cards now. It has plastic on it that holds the cards together. You can dispose of this, but I think I'm gonna keep it just so I can put them back in the box without them scattering all over the place. So I'm now taking off the plastic. And these are actually pretty big cards. They're the size of usual Oracle decks. Wait, let's take a look at the back. So there are 5 designs, I'm guessing. Yeah, there are 5 designs for the back, or the backing of the cards. So these are the 5 ones that you get. I really like the designs. They're very detailed. So again, you get 45 cards from this spell card deck. So let's take a look at the cards one by one. So as you can see, the cards are very straightforward. The descriptions on them are short, and the full versions are in the guidebook. So when you pick a card, they tell you which god or goddess to invoke. It tells you the day on when to cast it, or when is the ideal day to cast it. And it also has the mantras or affirmations or chants to cast the spell. So let's take this card for example. This is the first card, Love. And on the card it says, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. So since it's the first card, we now refer to the Magickal Spellcards guidebook, and we will look for the corresponding page. So here we are, the page corresponding to the first card, Love. On the guidebook, the 28th and 29th pages are dedicated to the first card, which is the spell for love. So here you would see the brief history about it and why we invoke the goddess Aphrodite for this particular spell. So it gives you the instructions on how to perform the spell, and here it tells you how to visualize what you would need, and it also has the incantations. So as you can see, it's really beginner friendly. Now for this card, this is the 7th card. It's Wisdom. It says, on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. So I think that for this kind of spell, you would have to wait for the optimum or optimal time to be able to perform the spell, which, as it says, is on a Wednesday on a night of a waxing moon. Here's another one. I like the art of this one. This is the 8th card, Destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So this one, it doesn't have any specific instructions for the date. Maybe there's some on the guidebook, but for this one, it's just the short mantra or affirmation. So let's take a look at the corresponding page for this. So here we have it. So I stand corrected. So while the card doesn't tell you when to cast this spell, in the guidebook it says that it's best to perform this spell on a Monday or on the night of a new moon. So as you can see, everything that you would need to know to be able to cast the spells, they're all in here. So it would be very easy for you to follow the instructions, and since this is a modified version, the things that you would need to be able to cast the spells are probably readily available to you, because the previous version, from what I know, it was a little more advanced and complicated. So this is a simplified version of the previous version of the Magickal Spellcards. So yeah, that's my unboxing video for the Magickal Spellcards by Lucy Cavendish. I hope you like this video. You can like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be doing more unboxing videos in the future. The next one that I'll be doing a video on is the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, so stay tuned for that. So thank you for tuning in to this video. So see you next time.